it will be a shock at the start and you're not thinking about what is happening in the future. But you have to come to the realisation this is going to be a total different thing to what it was in the past.
When someone is first diagnosed and, you could find that you maybe have 4 or 5 different hospital appointments all happening within a very short space of time. I remember Colin having 2 appointments in one day. They were both in the same place. They were hours apart. Looking back, trying to adjust appointments, not being afraid to say to someone, look, can we change the appointment? Can we get those appointments close together?
When we went for appointments, it was difficult to divide attention between us supporting Betty and absorbing the information we were given, and we actually did miss some of the information.
I could see a consultant, I could see him, I could tell he was talking to me, but I just couldn't make sense of what he was saying. And then I used to go home and get myself worked up because it was all, well, why didn't I ask this question and why didn't I ask that question? So after a while, I started recording the conversations we were having, and I was able to go home and listen and get more answers to my questions.
When you go to hospitals or anything like that there and you're seeing your consultants and nurses or whatever, if there's something you want to ask, do ask. If there's more than one question, try and write it down so it's fresh in your head.
Don't feel stupid. I think some of us still feel they're the professional and we are not, right? Don't feel like that. They're people just the same as us. If you don't understand something, ask them to explain.
Keep asking questions and don't be fobbed off with platitudes.
I can remember whenever Colin was first diagnosed and there was a stream of people starting to call at the house, and people wanting to come and see him. And one of the things I would say is that it's so important that you have time, both as a couple and as a family, on your own, to deal with what you've been told.
It's quite common for friends to go away and you think they don't care, and you meet them on the street. As a carer, I have met people downtown and in shops that have sort of turned their back and have crossed the other side of the road, not because they don't like me, not because they don't care, but because they just don't know how to handle it or what to say. But it'll go away and these people will return into your life again. And you just don't hold it against them because they're just frightened.